You're making good progress on that. You got a low battery.
Alright, why don't you cut it off and we'll just save it.
Alright, buddy. What do you got?
Got the K-Bar Heavy Bowie.
Hold it up.
Just put some WD-40 on it. It's wet out here, so you got to keep these blades well oiled, but they are well cold, and now they're well wet. So we'll see how this one goes through. I'm not going to take a full bite on this thing. It's just not, the knife's not big enough. It's a pretty good sized log, and it should be pretty dense going through it. So.
That went through pretty easy.
Plenty good work with this guy. This thing's bending nicely. Zoom up on that thing.
Wow.
I'm putting a lot of pressure on the tip of this knife. Smacking it with the baton. I wonder if I'm just sitting in that knot.
Put another knife in there as a wedge.
This thing's buried in there. It's splitting.
Let me see the front of the log where your handle is. Turn that around.
Should be. Come on.
There you go.
Ha. Wondering what I was hitting? There it is. Alright, let's try the Recon Scout.
I went through it pretty well.
You're up, Junior. Alright, cold steel Recon Scout going through the same piece that I just went through. And that dry wood on the inside is what you want to get to if you're out here in a soaking environment and you want to fire. That's why we're doing it.
Buried.
How's this Recon Scout working for you so far? So far, so good?
So far, so good. I got a knot right here, though. Let's see how it deals with that. Went through pretty freaking easy.
Alright, I want to give you the fin blade in D2. Yeah, look at that knot.
I went through that.
Knots are pretty gnarly. Knots are pretty gnarly. Okay so far? So far so good?
So far so good. That was pretty easy. I went through real easy.
Alright, let's see what the K-Bar can do. Alright, K-Bar fin blade D2. The snow's coming down.
We got 2 nuts, one up top, one in the middle.
Alright, let's see how the D2 works. That thing is cold. Cold, cold, cold blade. It's better hitting the back of that with no knife guard, huh?
Yeah.
With no hand guard. And you can see real easy why a larger bladed survival knife is my preference in terms of some of these smaller tactical ones. You can just take bigger bites, you got more knife to work with.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain to hit.
Yeah.
It's going through pretty well though.
Yeah, there you go. You want to take one of those smaller ones and just go right through it?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, that's pretty easy.
You want to use the big boy now that you've been dealing with the little guy?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Go ahead, grab the...
This one?
Yeah, oh yeah.
The WD-40?
The large heavy Bowie. Yeah, go ahead, give it a shot with the WD-40 and finish off that larger. You can see the difference using a 9-inch blade as opposed to a 4.5 or so inch blade.
Just put it right down a knot.
That full flat grind design. Just wedge-like going through that wood.
Yeah, comes out pretty easy. Glove on the other hand might have been a good idea, Stas.
It's your world.
That was pretty easy.
Pretty easy with that guy?
That was very easy actually.
Alright.
No resistance. I like the fact I could hit it right here. As opposed to that K-bar. Every time I struck that thing, it hurt like hell.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you got the rubberized grip will absorb a little bit of the shock for you. Not all of it, but a little bit, depending on what you're going through.
Let's cut something else.
Let's cut something else.
Good. What do you got?
Gerber LMF. I'm not hitting the back. You guys know my foils hitting the back of this knife and breaking it. But now that the 420 is cold, let's give it a couple whacks.
Nothing?
Nothing, no problems. Now when that wind kicks up,
Yeah, it's cold.
it chills you right out. Yeah, this 420 does plenty good work.
How about prying?
I would not pry with these knives.
No?
No. I don't know. Some people will judge a knife in the endless search for an all-in-one knife. I've seen guys do a lot of prying with it, and I don't know, knives just aren't made. Depending on what you're prying. I mean, a paint can is one thing, prying open a steel door is another. They're just not made for that. They're just not made for that. The knife, a misconception some people have is on a full tang knife, the tang doesn't stay. In the old days, full tang meant the handle of the knife, the steel was as thick as the knife blade was all the way back. So you essentially had 2 pieces of this, here and here. Maybe those knives would be a little bit better for prying. But the tangs in these knives thin out as you come to the back. So you're not working with as much steel as you think you are.